Today I will open a door, shining a light on a game that nobody plays and nobody wants to see. So even this video will remain not known. Oh, it's fine. I'm doing this because I like it anyway. And I'm Araknie, putting Axelay under the lamp. This game rules your ass and you'll be happy about it. It's a shoot 'em up. I might be getting obsessed with them ever since I told about Iron 2000, but this one is a cut about most of them. But first of all, the story. War against the armada of annihilation peaks with the attack of a human colony planet. This is the last line of defense. And little by little, the entire Space Air Force gets obliterated. Only you remain, and I mean that literally. You don't have a family anymore, they all got killed. You don't have companions anymore, they all got killed. The remaining parts of the government fund a prototype ship, give it to you and well, good luck. How dire is this plot? This is not the usual stuff you find on Super Nintendo and I'm glad for it. The entire presentation and gameplay supports this game, so let me tell you how. Controls need to be explained because they did something different. They give you the opportunity to select between 3 different weapons. You don't select them and get stuck with one through the entire run, and have to play it 3 times to see its full potential. Just press the L and R button to get them. What will happen is that you get 2 extra pair lines, giving you the opportunity by the final level to choose between 9 different options and getting 3 out of them all the time, because you get to choose before every new stage, and then you get encouraged by your government in a very clear sounding actual voice clip.
Arms installation is complete. Good luck.
The surprise I had hearing this for the first time baffled me. Also something really special is that the title alternates between horizontal and vertical stages, and the bottom to top moving ones are made in mode 7. It allows for some weird mapping when you have to move away from the obstacles in the way even diagonally, or by destroying them. The horizontal ones are pretty interactive too, just in more traditional ways. Every stage gets a barrage of new enemies, but, most importantly, at least one that has some different behaviors. It's one of the very few titles I have ever played that made me question if I could even defeat some enemies. They react differently, they can follow you for a little while and then leave. All peculiar, but also interesting. And bosses are all different and some might be more weak or strong against one of your 3 choices. They might morph mid-fight into something else, but it gives you time to see where it may shoot. They even light up their vulnerable spots. This is very fair for 1992. This design shines bright even today in the genre. The biggest misstep for me is the ending. Without spoiling the best one, it's very dramatic and sad. You don't really get to celebrate, just in a more somber way. Makes sense, the entire heavy feeling of Axelay doesn't allow for that, it would be in poor taste. But it forces you to play on the hardest difficulty to get unless you wanna get this screen instead if you play on easy or normal. It also automatically loops you to the higher difficulty and I don't like that. You don't get to feel like you finished it unless you play 3 times if you start on easy. It's very harsh, but that's Konami in the 90s. They did this a lot as you've seen at this point. The game is short enough that I did it this time, but anything longer than 2 hours would put me off towards this. Unless there's permanent progress. We gamer brains are simple like that. We go brrrr. Also, I'm disappointed that there wasn't any new level or extra boss on hard. Technically, I am seriously impressed. I haven't seen a Mod 7 display look this good and consistent ever. Multiple layers of it too to show different locations or structures at your level. Colors are more serious but they still use plenty, just in a different way. Some lovely animations in every spot, and without much slowdown too. The soundtrack has many tracks for such a game and long loops too. I find this to be absolutely incredible because it's basically a movie soundtrack. I mean, the length is there, even counting for the calm dialogue and the action so high that a lack of music is more impactful. You know, something that good movies do. But yeah, it has moments of little atmosphere and then they have timed them very close. The levels start with some intro and then it starts to ramp up towards your first encounters with the enemies. The sound even keeps following you in a way. The theme of the level just morphs into a remix and rearranged version, even very different, when you fight a boss. But it keeps up with the atmosphere of the stage and I find that such a good choice. Concluding, I almost have all praise for this. Axelay kept me constantly hyped from start to finish, making my adrenaline pump to an 8.5 out of 10. What was missing was mostly flair and a better, more interesting ending. But it was a really tense experience without breaking my hands for once. If I lost 1 day of life because of the energy spent playing this, it was worth it. If you wanna see me play the games that I will review plus some extra stuff, catch me on Twitch at Araknie Retro. It's my natural habitat, you see? Until next time, ciao ciao!